What up, guys? Welcome back to Almost Functional. Today we're going to be going over the Imperium indexes. So the first one I have for you is the Imperial Agents. So their army rule is Agents of the Imperium, or Agents of the Imperium. Their army rule is assigned agents. Sorry. If every model from your army has the Imperium keyword, you can include agents of the Imperium units in your army, even if they do not have the faction keyword you selected in the Select Army Faction step. This maximum number of agents of the Imperium units you can include in your army depends on the battle size as shown below. So most of us will be playing Strike Force, so it's going to be 2 retinues, 2 characters. In addition, you cannot select a Vindicator Assassin, Calixtus Assassin, Eversearch Assassin, Calidus Assassin to be a Warlord. Alright, and then they don't have a detachment, they just join to other armies. Then we got the Vindicare. Personally, my favorite assassin. 7-inch move, T4, 4 wounds, OC1, only 6 up save, but he's got the 4-up invul. He's got the X-Dis pistol and X-Dis rifle. Both of them are devastating wounds, ignore cover, and precision. And then one is pistol, and then the Exodus is heavy. He already hits on 2, so that heavy being stationary only is going to come in if somehow you're getting a -1. Pistol's 3 attacks though. Other guns only 1. Both hit on 2s. So the pistol strength 5 -2 3 damage, and the big guns strength 7 -3 D3 plus 3 damage. And so 6s to wound will do mortals. They don't have like anti-infantry or anything, so it's only on 6s. Then he's got a Vindicare Combat Knife, which is 4 attack, strength 4, -1 damage. He's Infiltrator, Lone Operative, and Stealth, so you can infiltrate him, you have to be within 12 to shoot him, and he is -1 to hit. Then each time this model makes a ranged attack, if a critical hit is scored, add 3 to the damage characteristic of that attack. After this model has resolved its ranged attack, select one enemy unit that was hit by one or more of those attacks. That unit must take the Battle Shock test. Alright, so if he gets a critical hit, you add 3, so his pistol will be doing 6 mortals, and his big gun will be doing D3 plus 6. So, yeah, that would definitely take out a character. And then once per battle, when selecting targets for this model's Exodus rifle, it can fire a shield breaker round. If it does until the end of the phase, each time this model makes an attack with that weapon, no saving throws of any kind can be made against this attack. So that's nice. That's invul or regular, because it doesn't say armor saving throws. So that's really nice. Once per battle, you can just turn off someone's saves altogether. So that's the turn you really put it on a character. That's really nice. Then we got the Calixtus. 7-inch move, T4, 4 wounds, sleep save 6, OC1, 4-up save. That's all the same. He's got the Animus Speculum, Anti-Psyker 2+, Assault, Precision, Psychic Assassin. It's a 3-shot, strength 5 -2 D3. Then each time you select a Psyker unit as the target for this weapon, until those attacks are resolved, change the attack characteristics of this weapon to 6. Alright, so it gets extra shots against Psykers. And then his melee weapon is Life Draining Touch, Anti-Psyker 2+, Devastating Wounds Precision. So he's going to be doing mortals to Psykers on 2s to wound. And then 4 attacks, strength 4, -2 2 damage. He also has Deep Strike, Lone Operative, Stealth. That's probably going to be on all the assassins, I would assume. Then he gets a 2-up against psychic attacks. So he actually can take damage to psychic attacks now. It's just very unlikely and not a lot. Soulless Horror. While an enemy unit is within 6 of this model, worsen that unit's leadership characteristic by 1 or by 2 if they have a Psyker. In addition, once per battle at the start of any command phase, this model can use this ability. If it does so, each enemy unit within 6 must take a Battle Shock test. Alright, so he lowers leadership of units, and even more for Psykers, and he once per battle can cause Battle Shock tests near him. Seems solid. Eversearch Assassin. Move 9. Rest of this looks the same. Also 4-up save. Executioner Pistol. Anti-Infantry 3+ pistol. Range 12, 4 shots, strength 4, AP 1 damage. Then Power Sword and Nora Gauntlet, also anti-infantry 3+, 6 attacks, strength 5, -2 2 damage. He has Deadly Demise D3 and Scouts 9 and Lone Operative, so he doesn't get the stealth and stuff. And then in your command phase, select one of the effects below to apply until the start of your next command phase. He's eligible to shoot and declare charge when he advanced. He gains precision, or he gains sustained hits 3, which is nice. Uh, and then once per battle round, you can target this model with the Fire Overwatch or Augmented Strategy for 0 CP, and you can do it even if you already used that stratagem. That's really nice. And then we get the Calidus, 7-inch move versus the same invul. She has those, but as the other ones, the top ones, but she also gets fight first. She has a Neural Shredder, which is anti-infantry 2, Precision Torrent, 12-inch D6, Strength 5, negative 1 damage. Phase Sword and Poison Blades are lethal hits and precision. They're 5 attack, Strength 5, neg 4, 2 damage. That's a good neg. On the Radiant Confusion, once per battle, after your opponent uses a strat, so she has the Vect, you can make things 1 more CP. And then Polymorphine. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this model is not within engagement range of enemy unit, you can remove it from the battlefield and set up. So basically, you can go back in reserve and come back. Then we got the Rogue Trader Entourage. So we got their T3, 4 wounds on the Trader, 2 on his Specialist, Leadership 6. We have a Dart Mask, which is Anti-Infantry 2, Pistol Precision, 1 attack, Strength 2, neg 1 D3. A Household Pistol, which has Devastating, 2 attack, Strength 5, neg 2, 2 damage. A regular Las Pistol. A Voltaic Pistol, which has Sustained Hits 2, 3 attack, Strength 4, neg 2, 1 damage. Then they get a Death Cutter Power Blade, which is Precision. 5 attacks, 2 hit, Strength 4, neg 2, 1 damage. And then a Mono Molecular Cane Rapier. 4 attacks, Strength 4, neg 1, 1 damage. They have Infiltrators, and they are a leader unit. While this unit is leading a unit, models that unit have the Infiltrators ability. Alright, so they give infiltration to whatever unit you attach them to. Warrant of Trade. If your army includes 1 or more units with this ability, after players have deployed, select D3 Imperial Battle Line units from your army and redeploy them. You can use this ability to place them as strategic reserves. Alright, that's nice, because this is just D3 Imperium Battle Line. So you can put this in any Imperium, and just if you got a bunch of Battle Line, you can move them around. Yeah. So that's nice, because there's no pay CP or things. So if you just buy this guy, we'll see how many points he is. Just throw your troops out in crazy positions, like where you're not planning on them being, and then just auto. Well, it's D3, so you only do it with 1, because if you roll bad and leave 1 out to open, it's not worth it. They can join Breachers and Voidsmen at Arms. It's 1 Trader and 3 Specialists. And the Specialists all have different loadouts. Then you get the Voidsmen at Arms. They're T3 1 wound, 4 up save, OC2. They have an Artificer Shotgun, which is Assault, 2 attack, Strength 4, AP 0, damage 2. Las Gun, Las Pistol. Then they have a Voidsman Rotor Cannon, heavy, sustained hits 1, 24 inches, 6 shots, Strength 6, AP 0, 1 damage. Vicious Bite, which is 3 attack, Strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. And then their Masters are Close Confines. Each time on this unit makes a ranged attack, that target is closest. They get lethal hits against the closest target. Then you can take 1 Voidmaster, 4 to 8 Voidsmen, and 0 to 1 Canid. I guess the Vicious Bite is the Canid. I'm assuming it doesn't have a gun. Let's see. Canid, yeah, just Vicious Bite. So you can give them a dog, it looks like. Then we have Imperial Navy Breachers. They're battle lines, these guys are battle lines, that's one thing you can, and these guys are not. So the Voidsmen you can use with that redeploy, the Breachers you cannot. They have Demolition Charge, Melting Gun, Navis Heavy Shotgun, 4 attack, Strength 5, 0, 1 damage. Navis Las Volley, 4 attack, Strength 6, 1 damage. Navis Shotgun, 2 attack, Strength 4, 1 damage. Plasma Chain Fist Sword, nothing special there. They have Breaching Team. Each time a model unit makes an attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. And if the target's on the objective, you reroll all wounds. That's a rule we've seen on a lot of units. If they have Endurance Shield, 4 up invul. Grenade Belt, they get the Smoke keyword, and each time you select this barrier's unit, it's the target of the grenade stratagem. Roll 1 additional d6 when resolving that stratagem. Alright, that's nice. It's just 10-man units. You get the Subductor Squad. T3 1 wound, 3 up save though, that's nice for them. They get Arbite's Shot Pistol, which is 1 shot, strength 4, only 1 damage. A Mechanical Bite, 3 attacks, strength 4, 1 damage. Shock Maul, 2 attacks, strength 4, neg 1, 1 damage. And looks like they can take Cybernetic Doggy. Each time a model in this unit is destroyed by a melee attack, if that model has not fought this phase, roll 1d6 on a 4-up. Sorry, so they have a 4-up fight on death. And then while the enemy unit is within 3 of the bearer, they're -1 on their battle shocks. And then there's 10 guys, and you can add 1 Cyber Mastiff. Alright, then we got the Execution Squad. T3, 1 wound. Arborite Shotgun and Grenade Launcher. So 2 attacks, strength 4, AP 0 or 1. And then the Grenade Launcher Frag is Blast, D3, strength 4, damage 1. And the Crack is 1 shot, strength 9, neg 2, D3 damage. They got the Shot Pistol. Executioner Shotgun is ignores cover, precision, 1 shot, strength 5, neg 1, 1 damage. Heavy Stubber, Weber, Assault, Devastating Wounds Torrent, D6 shot, strength 2, AP 0, 1 damage. So it's only strength 2, but if you do roll 6 to wound, it does a mortal. That doesn't seem that great. Normally when something has like strength 2, it has like anti-something, so it's really good against one thing but bad against everything. This doesn't look like it wounds anything very well. They got an Executioner Maul, 2 attacks, strength 4, neg 1, 2 damage. The Mechanical Bite, 3 attacks, strength 4, 1 damage. Alright, so a lot of these squads can take doggos. And then Imperial Law, at the start of the first battle round, select one enemy unit to be this unit's quarry. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets its quarry, it add 1 to the hit roll. Alright, so they can pick a unit, and they get +1 to hit against it for the game. If they have the Medkit, they get 5 of Feel No Pain. While units within 3 of the bearer, each time this unit makes a battle shot. So neg 1 for the Aquila, and the Soul Guilt Scanner, they can ignore cover. With their, well, only obviously with range. Melee doesn't do cover. So it's 5 to 10 models, and then you could add a Mastiff. Alright, then we get the Vigilance Squad. Pretty standard profile, except they do get OC2, and they are Battle Line. All the same guns here, it looks like. They just get each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets unit below half strength, add 1 to the wound roll. And then they have the same thing for -1 to people's battle shock. 10 guys, and they can take a Mastiff. Here we get into some of the Inquisitors. So we got Lord Inquisitor, Kyria Draxus. T3, 4 wounds, 1 OC, 5 up invul. Has a Dire Singer, which is anti-infantry 4, Devastating Wounds Assault. It's 4 shots, strength 4, AP 0, 2 damage. And then Psychic Tempest, which is indirect fire, psychic, sustained hits 2. 6 shots, strength 6, AP 0, 2 damage. And then a Power Fist. It's a decent amount of shooting coming out from little guy. While this model is leading a unit, it can embark within any transport that its bodyguard can embark within. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack that targets an enemy unit, excluding Imperium and Chaos units, add 1 to the hit roll. So anything that's not Imperium or Chaos, you get +1 to hit against. And then Psychic Veil. In your command phase, the Psychic can use this ability. If it does so, roll a d6. On a 1, his unit suffers 3 d3 mortals. On a 2-up, until you start your next command phase, this Psychic unit can only be selected as a target of a ranged attack if they're within 18. Alright, that's a nice little rule. Then he can join any Imperium Battle Line Infantry or any Inquisitorial Henchman. Alright, so you can throw him with Guardsmen, you can throw him in with like Intercessors. I'm assuming there'll be some sort of Custodes battle line. You can throw him in with a Custodes squad. Very nice. Then we got Inquisitor Cortez. Now, he used to be the man back in like 5th edition. So 3 attacks, or sorry, toughness 3, 4 wounds, 2 up save. He's got a bolt pistol. He's got Psychic Blast, which is anti-infantry 4, devastating with Psychic. D6 shot, strength 3, neg 1, 2 damage. He's got the Nemesis Demon Hammer, 3 attacks, strength 9, neg 3, 3 damage. It's the Authority of the Inquisition, so same thing, he can embark on any transport his body can. Malefic Wardings. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have a Feel No Pain 5+ ability against psychic attacks and attacks made by demon models. So 5 up against psychic attacks and anything by demons. That's really nice. Each time your opponent gains a CP as the result of an ability, roll 1d6, on 2+, you also gain a CP. Alright, so yeah, you can gain CP. And 5 of Feel No Pain is nice against Psychic, and then if you know you got a lot of demon players in your area, that's really nice. He can join any Imperial Battle Line Infantry and Inquisitorial Henchmen. Then we got Greyfax, T3, 4 wounds. He has Castigation, anti-character 4+, devastating wounds, precision psychic, 1 attack, strength 8, negative 3 damage. And then he has the Condemner Stake, anti-psyker 2+, devastating wounds, precision, rapid fire 1. 1 shot, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. And then he has a mastercrafted power sword. Can get in a transport with his bodyguard. While this model's leading a unit, ranged weapons equipped by models in that unit have anti-psyker 4+. That's really nice because you can add them to Imperium units. So that really, I'm sure there's lots of things we can come up to make that very useful. It'd be funny to put him in a Grey Knights unit and then they're all anti-psyker against other psychers. Then you have no escape. Each time an enemy unit, excluding monster and vehicle units, that is within range of 1 or more units with this ability is selected to fall back. Models in that enemy unit must take a desperate escape test as if their unit was battle shocked, and if they're also battle shocked, they add 1 to that roll. So just forcing extra desperate breakout tests. Same thing, join any Imperial Battle Line or Inquisitorial Henchman. Then we got Inquisitor Karamazov. He's T8, 9 wounds, 3 up save, OC3. He's got a Mastercrafted Multi-Melta, which is Melta 3, Strength 10, Neg 4, D6 damage, and 3 attacks. He's just got a Mastercrafted Power Sword. He blows up for 1. Throne of Judgment. While a friendly unit is within 6 inches of this model, add 1 to Battle Shock and Leadership test taken for that unit. While an enemy unit is within 6 of this model, subtract 1. Alright, so +1 to you, -1 to their Battle Shock for stuff within 6 of him. And then Dread Reputation. Start of your shooting phase, select 1 enemy unit within 12 of this model. That unit must take a Battle Shock test. Alright, so in your shooting phase, just pick a unit within 12 and then take a Battle Shock. He's Epic Hero, can't join anything. We got, here's your generic Inquisitor. So T3, 4 wounds, OC1. You can take Bolt Pistol, Combat Weapon, Psychic Shockwave, which is 2d6 shots, Strength 3, Neg 1, 1 damage, and that's devastating wounds, and Torrent. Inquisitor melee weapon is 5 attacks, strength 4, neg 2, 1 damage, or you can give him a force weapon. Can get a transport with his bodyguard. Each time you target this model's unit with a stratagem, on a 3+, you gain a CP. That's useful. And then his unit gets a 5 of Feel No Pain against mortals. And then if you give him, I don't think he just comes with Psyker, I think that's an option, but if you give it to him, he gets the Psyker. Combat weapon, replace 1 Psychic Gift and 1 Psychic Wave. This model's equipped with 1 Psychic Gift. This Curl's Wez can be replaced with a force weapon. Psychic Gifts. Just if you take Psychic Gifts, you gain the Psyker keyword. Alright. I wish they'd have listed it here. That would have been a little clearer, but... Alright, then we get Eisenhorn from the books, which I need to read. I haven't read them yet. T3, 4 wounds. Then Artificer Bolt Pistol, which is just +1 damage. Then there's Mind Assault, which is devastating wounds, precision, psychic, sustained 1. 2 shots, strength 5, neg 2, 3 damage. And then Rune Staff in Barbarister, which is psychic, 5 attacks, strength 6, neg 2, 2 damage. Feel No Pain 6+, can get a transport with his unit. While leading the unit, double the attacks characteristics of weapons equipped by Demon Host models in that unit. Alright, so that's if you join something that has Demon Host. Dominate Will is a psychic. At the start of your opponent's shooting phase, select 1 enemy infantry unit within 12, invisible to this model. On a 1, he takes D3. On a 2 to 5, until the end of phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 with hit roll, and on a 6, they can't shoot. We're starting to see this in a bunch of things now. That's very interesting. And they can join the same things, Battle Line, Battle Line, and Henchman. And here's the actual Henchman, T3, 2 wounds. That's really nice for them. Normally, a lot of their little stuff doesn't get that. Acolyte Firearm, Heavy Bolter, Jakira Weapons, 3 attacks, strength 6, neg 1, 2 damage. Unholy Gaze, Psychic, sustained hits D3, 1 attack, strength 9, neg 2, 3 damage. Eviscerator, has devastating wounds, strength 6, neg 2, 2 damage. Warp Grasp, strength 6, neg 2, 1 damage. While a Inquisitor model is leading this unit, each time an attack is made against that unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. While Inquisitor model is leading this unit, enemy units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot be set up within 12 of one or more units. This unit's Mystic models. Alright, so if they're Mystics, give it 12 and Deep Strike to 9 if you have Inquisitor in there. Jakara, while an Inquisitor model is leading this unit, if it contains a Jakara model, each time model this unit makes a range attack, add 1 to the wound roll. And then Demon Host, while Inquisitor model is leading this unit, if it contains a Demon Host model, models this unit have a 5 invul save. Alright, so depending on what models you have in the unit, if it's led by an Inquisitor, you get a bunch of different buffs. And then it's 4 to 10 Inquisitorial Henchmen. And then you can take 0 to 2 Gunsmithers, 0 to 2 Mystics, 1 Weaponsmith, 1 Demon Host. Right. And that's it. So they're cool. They give a little flavor. They can be added to just about anything. I'm sure some armies will benefit from having them more than others, but just something to give you a little extra flavor. It seems kind of cool. But that's it for the henchmen. Thank you guys for watching. I'll get back to you with the next one.